So good afternoon everyone, it is Mitchell aka the Walking Orlando and welcome back over here to Universal Orlando Resort. We're back on over here today to check out some of the crowd levels and just have a nice enjoyable day out. Last week we came out, we went over to Universal, checked out the Tribute Store, checked out the scare zones during the day, but today we want to come on over to Islands of Adventure to try to see if we can get on Velocicoaster, maybe even Hagrid's, even Hulk, see what those wait times are like. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, leave a like, and stick around for today's Universal Orlando Adventures. Definitely have a feeling it is going to be on the slower side. We are officially into the slow season of Universal, outside of Horror Nights over at Universal. But, I mean, it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is what it looks like walking up right now. There's like no one's in line for tickets. Pretty much have your choice of areas to go in. It's kind of how the day is going to be, probably. Just very short wait times. So we were walking in because we needed to stop off Guest Relations to do the guest disability pass for Kayla, and we were looking at the wait times. And Velocicoaster, when we first walked in, was posting a 100-minute wait. Now it's down to 80. Hagrid's is at 50, but like everything else is between 5 to 15. So you can tell where everyone's at today. It's going to be a busy day at those two attractions, but they are the two most popular attractions right now because they are still the newest ones. I feel like on days like today are great because I can show you guys exactly where things are without there being a lot of people. So if you're looking to head to Velocicoaster and you're coming in from Seuss Landing, there's actually to the left right here, right before the Fire Eater's Grill, off to the left is the walkway towards the Velocicoaster. If you stay here and you keep going to the right underneath these arches, that actually takes you towards Hogsmeade. So you can see as you turn left, right before the Fire Eater Grill, you can see here comes the Velocicoaster right now. Takes actually a quick little path. It also avoids Hogsmeade and how crowded it can be in there. So then kind of walking up this way, I think, so the wait time looks very high for Velocicoaster today. And I do think what is happening is they are on a very, they're not running sometimes they can run up to 4 trains at a time, but I think they really reserve that for busier days. So today they may be only running 2 or 3 trains while they work on the others. So kind of an idea of how busy it is today. So just walking up, and this is like the area where Velocicoaster is. Normally this area is jammed packed with people, but as you can see, I just did a whole rotation. There's no one. It's 75 minutes and the line's right there, but I think they're only running 2 trains right now, so that's keeping the wait time very high right now for it. So I did notice this the last time we came here, is they have this sign because technically where the Velocicoaster goes is in the Velociraptor habitat. And you can see aggressive level, intelligence level, naming Swift Thief. So it's a very, in comparison, but I kind of like the fact it's kind of like what you'd see at a zoo almost. So that is really cool about that, considering you are right next to the paddock. So it is kind of nice. As you can see behind me, there isn't very many people in the park right now. Yes, Velocicoaster is posting a very high wait time, but I'm wondering if they're taking an opportunity just to run it on a lower system to make sure that they check their trains and everything. But I mean, also the River Adventure's closed, but I'm not sure why. Thought it's for weather, but there's no weather in the area. The one thing though I still really want to do at some point is the Pterodon Flyers. But to do that, you have to have a kid with you to do it, so it is what it is though. So it's sad because I really think that Skull Island Reign of Kong is themed so stinking well, but the ride is so meh. And I feel like that was everything before Hagrid's and Velocicoaster was like that, because you have Fast and Furious, cool concept of an idea, but then it was a flop. And then Jimmy Fallon, they put so much effort into the actual queue, and then the ride's bleh. But then you got Velocicoaster and Hagrid's, which have pretty much made up for it in my opinion. So literally as we leave out of Marvel Superhero Island, walking up to the entrance right here, there is not anyone in this park today. I think if Velocicoaster had been running multiple trains, I think it'd be a walk-on today, honestly. Well, we just got done eating lunch over here at the restaurant here. Can't remember the exact name of it, to be honest. But look how dark the sky is getting all of a sudden. So I really hope the storms hold off for just a little bit longer so we can go over and try to do Velocicoaster, because I really want to do Velocicoaster. I haven't done it in probably a month. So we had lunch, like I said, over here at Seiko or something like that. Put the actual word up here. And it was okay. The service probably could have been a lot better. Now I do understand that, you know, probably a lot of people are still very short-staffed and stuff like that, but it just felt like we were very much like, we saw the waiter maybe 3 total times. One to get our drinks, food, and then really towards the end to check on the food and then a check. So 4 times, and it was okay. Felt like it was just a little behind or a little overwhelmed. So it does look like that the Velocicoaster wait time has come down drastically, because now the queue's a lot fuller and it's only posting 35. Earlier we were up here at 75 and it was just the one over across the way. So, but yep, it's time to do the Velocicoaster. Honestly, one of my favorite coasters, if not my favorite coaster ever ridden. I do love this queue. This queue is honestly probably my favorite queue ever. I just love the statue, honestly.
Folks, please fill in all available space, keeping up with the party in front of you. For your safety, please stay off railings.
So, just got off the Velocicoaster and had probably the most rare moments of any coaster ride you could ever have. So as you know, Velocicoaster has 2 launches. It's got the main first launch as you head into the paddock area, and then it has the second main launch that takes you into the top hat area, into the second part. Well, as we were coming into the second launch, we stopped. We completely stopped. And because we were stopped there for a good, I want to say 5 to 10 minutes. Something had happened in front of us. They had to stop us. It was for just a safety precaution. But then, so the only way they can get us restarted was, they said it has to almost be like a slingshot. So what that meant is, instead of just immediately accelerating us forward, they immediately had to then, first they had to creep us backwards a little bit. Then, once they creeped us backwards, they got us into the right position. They then launched us backwards, go about almost up to where like the rock formation is, where it turns left to right. Then launched us forward. But because of the fact we did not have the same momentum, the second launch was more intense than it normally is. So that was an extremely cool experience overall. Like, that is something, I really wish I could have you guys on the ride with us, because that would have been cool to see.
No, God, no. What is wrong with you? And I stick my finger in its mouth.
Yeah.
Asking for trouble right there. How's it going, folks?
Good.
All right, this looks like a high quality camera, so really need you to stay in focus for this one, okay? That's right. You only speak when she wants to.
Oh, okay. Aww.
Easy, girl. Yeah.
So we came over here to the Raptor encounter because some of Kayla's family here once is a huge Jurassic World fan, loves Blue. He's actually wearing a Raptor trainer shirt, and normally the Raptor encounter here has Blue you can meet, but right now Blue is not there. So as you saw, they had the baby Raptor out. So that is really unique. I've never seen the baby Raptor. Mostly it's like a baby Triceratops or you know, not it's usually the regular one, but like it was kind of cool to see that. So we're getting some unique experiences that we've never had here at Universal. One, Velocicoaster getting stuck, and then seeing the baby Raptor at the Raptor encounter. So after hanging out over at Jurassic Park, we're now heading into Hogsmeade. There's the wonderful castle. So I'm gonna be really interested to see what the wait time is for Hagrid's, because Hagrid's is not on a virtual line. And earlier it was only posting a 35-minute wait, which would be one of the shortest waits I've ever seen for Hagrid's. Also, they've got the show going on right now at the stage right here, where you have the Hogwarts choir going on. So we're walking up here to Hagrid's. Oh, it's posting an hour now for some reason. But what's something interesting is that they actually don't have all of the weird line queues set up out here. So normally there's like a queue they set up right here to walk up to the to get up to the queue and everything, but they don't have any of that actually out right now. So it keeps this area way more open than normal. But like right now it's posting an hour. Not actually sure why. I feel like it's not an hour, but we'll see. So we came into Olamander's right here, and I didn't even know the owls were up here. Ooh, one's moving its head. That's really cool. I like all the owl droppings in here for some reason. So if you're ever in Hogsmeade and you happen to find that it's like very crowded or very like claustrophobic, if you come back towards this little walkway right here, so right down the way is where Hagrid's is. That's where the entrance Hagrid's is. This is the backside to Dervish and Bangus. I don't know how to say that. Don't hate on me. And this little back walkway right here, this is where everyone coming off of Hagrid's will be, but it's actually not too busy in this back area, especially on a not busy day like today. So it's kind of a nice little area if you're looking to get away from like the crowded area that can be like in Hagrid's. It's kind of a nice little spot. So literally as we were just standing here, the line for Hagrid said an hour, and then it just dropped by 30 minutes down to 30 minutes. So it kind of just tells you that the wait times are very hit or miss today. Well, it is kind of interesting because I do remember, I think I've shown you guys this, but where Poseidon's Fury was, or is, they put up all these walls. Now there's been no official word, are they replacing it, are they redoing it? There's been nothing from Universal yet, but Universal is very known to not talking about what projects they have going on and kind of letting them just kind of ride. I mean, look at Velocicoaster, look at Hagrid's. The only thing they've really ever announced fully was like Epic, but like we don't know what's going on with this, and I've never experienced this, and I really want to now because I've watched so many good history like videos on this attraction. So I completely forgot they had opened this shop up. So it's an All Hallows Eve boutique. So essentially this is another like Halloween Horror Nights gift shop of some sort. So it's actually really cool. Oh, look at, oh, it's like almost seems like towards the pumpkin house, Kayla. This is actually really cool. Wow. So it's some Halloween Horror Night stuff, but it's also like a spooky shop as well. Actually, I like this a lot. So it looks like the front room right here is all Horror Nights stuff. And then they have like more witch, spooky things back here. It's actually kind of cool, actually. Sing a song of Halloween, pumpkins everywhere, cats and bats and witches are flying through the air. Nice. So if you are curious where the All Hallows Eve boutique shop is, it's actually going to be, so if you're heading, so right there is Hogsmeade. If you're coming out this way, and there's the fountain, it's right here in the middle right here, right before the train, Hogsmeade, and to the left of where the talking fountain is. It's actually a really cool shop. I recommend checking that out. So we are going to go ahead and call it a day here from our trip. I thought we were going to be doing both parks, but we ended up hanging out at Islands for the majority of the day. It was a really fun time. Like I said, we got stuck on the Velocicoaster, so that was something very, very unique and exciting in a way. Then we got to meet the Baby Raptor, which again, I didn't realize they had. So I'm really excited that we actually stopped and looked at that and actually got to see him hanging out. Because right now, like I said, normally it's blue. But we got to meet Baby Raptor, then got to jump onto Hagrid's, which of course is always a fantastic time. Which is always weird, because I remember when we used to ride Hagrid's was like the ride that we always did, was our favorite ride. Now Velocicoaster's coming in and Hagrid's kind of taking a back seat to that, so. But still an awesome ride. So with all that being said, we do have a fantastic trip out here to Islands of Adventure. We will see y'all next time.